Did you know that the next Marvel blockbuster could hinge on a mind-bending twist involving multiple universes? Captain America: Brave New World sets the stage for an epic clash between heroes from different Earths, teasing a future where the fate of the multiverse hangs in the balance. So get ready for a wild ride. The story begins with the speech of Thaddeus Ross, who has now become the President of America. He says in his speech that a large celestial body has emerged in the Indian Ocean, so all the countries will have to face it together. He also talks about working together with Captain America in the coming times, and now similarly, the time after 5 months is shown where now Sam Wilson's Captain America, along with the U.S. Army, had arrived to collect an important stolen package. Now Sam's suit had Wakanda's technology along with his shield, so he easily started overpowering those Sidewinder people with his vibranium wings and his shield. However, when he defeated them all in a short while, he came to know that Sidewinder had kept some people hostage in this building, so now Sam goes inside and starts saving all those people. He was also about to catch Sidewinder when another partner of Sidewinder came from behind, and both of them started fighting with each other. Sam did hand-to-hand combat with him. He defeats him, but in the meantime, the Sidewinder slips out of his hand. On the other hand, Sam Wilson's friend Torres had become the new Falcon, so he goes behind the others and secures the package. On the other hand, President Ross had come to his wife's grave today. Actually, he is very worried about his daughter Ross, because his daughter was still angry with him, and she does not think that her father has really changed. Sam took Torres to I.A. Bradley for training. Asa Bradley himself was a super soldier, but the U.S. Army conducted experiments on him for 30 years due to his being black. Now when Sam was talking to Asa, he got a call from President Ross, who was inviting him for a big event in the White House. Now Asa is not happy to know that Sam will start working for the president, and that too for none other than Thaddeus Ross. Sam also reminds Asa that Ross is now the president of their country, so she will have to support the people. Their being together will give hope to the family. Here Sam asks Asa to come with him to the White House program. Now Sam, Asa, and Torres, all three get ready together and reach the White House, where Ross calls Sam aside and offers him that Sam Wilson should rebuild the Avengers team from now on, to which Sam says how the last time the Avengers were separated was because of Rose's Scovia organization, and if the same happens this time too, what will happen? Ross replies that we will talk together and solve everything. From here, Ross now starts giving his presentation in front of the presidents of all the countries. Now the Indian Prime Minister was also shown in this meeting. Rose starts telling everyone that inside the celestial being that came out of the Indian Ocean, they have found something that is much more powerful than the vibranium of Wakanda, and the name of this metal was adamantium. A small part of this adamantium was stolen by the people of the Serpent Society from a mining site in Japan, which was later recovered by Captain America and Falcon. Ross says that we should make a deal to share this metal among ourselves so that all countries can develop by using it equally. Now Ross was giving his speech when suddenly Asa Bradley got up and attacked Ross. Then some other soldiers sitting there supported her. However, President Ross was saved from the bullets, and there was a stampede in the entire meeting. Asa now takes advantage of all this and starts running out of the White House. Sam goes after her so that the security guards do not kill her. And finally, Asa stops near a park while running. She did not remember anything about what she did in the White House. Now Sam convinces her to surrender. From here, Asa is arrested by the forces. Sam goes straight to President Ross and says that someone must have done something wrong with Asa, otherwise she would never do this. Then the president's security advisor, Ruth Best Sheriff, also arrives there, who will handle everything for him from now on. She actually came out of the Red Room program. That means she is also a Black Widow. Now President Ross is not ready to listen to anything Sam says. He says that Asa was Sam's friend, so he cannot assign this case to him. Sam should now stay away from this matter. Ross here also denied working with him, saying that all those things happened before the attack, and he threw Sam out. Sam goes straight to meet Asa to ask her why she did all this, But Asa herself did not remember anything. He also says that he was just listening to President Ross, and after that he regained consciousness directly in the park outside. He did not know anything about what happened inside. Now he finally tells Sam, "Please stay away from me, or else you will also get trapped." Now Sam and Torres start watching the CCTV recordings of that night so that they can get some clue, and they soon realize how some light was blinking from Asa's phone at that time. The same thing had happened with all those officers who tried to kill Ross, meaning that this blinking light is a trigger point to control the minds of all of them, and all their minds were controlled. Here Ross also figures out this thing. Then Ross calls one of his jails and asks if that special prisoner is in front of you, to which the soldier replies yes, although there was nothing in front of him, meaning that his mind has also been controlled. Sam, when he was going to Ross in his car, Winder attacked him. Now without the super soldier serum and his shield, he was not that powerful, so somehow with great difficulty he defeats Winder and catches him. Then a man's call came on Winder's phone, who was getting everything done from behind the scenes, and he also warned Sam. On the other hand, due to the attack on President Rose, both Paris and India were now moving away from the Adamantam Treaty. Rose also tries to convince them. Then the Indian Prime Minister said that first they have to convince Japan, and then they will think about it further. Sam sees that Isaiah Bradley had a full chance to kill Ross, yet how did he miss the target? Now he traces the location of the call on the same Sidewind, and he comes to know how this call came from a completely deserted place. Sam and Torres leave for that place. Here Ruth reached Isaiah's prison, where a mind-controlled soldier kills all the other prisoners and dies himself. Meanwhile, President Ross is going to Japan in his private jet so that he can convince the Japanese Prime Minister for the deal, and here he gets a call from that mysterious man. For strange reasons, Ross knew this man from before, and he understood that he was the one who got all these attacks done. The man also says on the phone that Ross kept him rotting in jail, but now he will take his own decisions, and he will reveal Ross's truth in front of everyone, seeing which his daughter and the rest of the people will start hating him. Here Ruth had changed Asa's location so that no one kills her, and here he gets a call from President Ross that he will have to go to that prison where Sam and Torres had already reached after tracking the location of that call. Both of them sneak inside where a high-tech lab was built inside the jail, and here were the details of Asa and all the other soldiers who had attacked Ross that night. Here they also find a file of President Ross, and in it that man had recommended some special medicines, which Ross was also taking alone. After reaching Japan, Ross reaches there to convince the Prime Minister, but the Prime Minister of Japan says that he cannot work with them. Because America had intentionally stolen their adamantium, he also gives proof of this to Ross that the payment to the Serpent Society was made from the CIA's account. Ross also tells him that there is nothing like that. Someone is intentionally making them fight among themselves, and you are the fool who is getting trapped in this trick. Now, hearing it as foolish, Japan decides to withdraw from the treaty. They thought that America must be making some plan alone. On the other hand, Sam and Torres now come to know the truth about that man in that lab. This man was none other than Bruce Banner's professor friend, Dr. Samuel Stuns, who was looking for a cure for Bruce. He was also going to find a cure for other big diseases like cancer, etc., from Bruce's blood, but in the fight between Hulk and Abomination, Hulk's blood went inside him, which affected his brain, and now his brain has come out of his skin. However, due to this, he has also become very intelligent. Now Samuel Stuns reveals that President Ross has told him that it was not his fault. Despite this, he was kept in jail for years, whereas Ross has become the president by using his intelligence for the last 16 years, but Ross has still not changed. He already knows that he is the one behind this attack, but still he is keeping Sam's friend Asa in jail so that the outside world does not know his own truth. Now when Sam tries to catch him, Samuel Stuns leaves some mind control soldiers in front of Sam and Torres and leaves from there. Now Sam and Torres start fighting with these soldiers. Ruth also follows them, and all three of them come out after dealing with these soldiers. Ross was filled with tension and anger due to this whole situation. He also says that if Japan is not agreeing to this deal, then the entire Adventum of that island will be controlled by America. Ross was also ready for war from here. On the other hand, Sam Torres and Ruth reach a military base where Sam had imprisoned Sign Winder. Sam now asks him to tell everything about Stuns. Now Sign Wind starts telling him everything in exchange for freedom from his punishment. How Leader, i.e. Stuns, has got a sharp mind and not any physical strength from Hulk's blood. So when he asked Ross for help, Ross, instead of treating him, put more gamma radiation on him so that he could use his sharp mind to create new technology, weapons. In return for all this, Ross had also promised Stuns that he would get him out of jail after becoming the president himself. But Ross did not do so. He broke his promise. Now Sam understood from here how Samuel Stuns had deliberately stolen Japan's adamantium by paying money to the Serpent Society so that there was a rift between the US and Japan. Sam quickly flies with Torres and reaches Celestial Island, where President Ross was already present with his US Navy ship. Now Sam tells Ross that both of them know that there is only one leader behind all this. That is, Samuel Stuns is getting all this done, so they should not fight with Japan. Otherwise, his plan will be successful. Now they were talking to each other when two pilots flying in the sky took control of their minds, and Sam was below. He also asks Ross if he had seen his file with Stuns, and now from here Ross reveals how he was actually dying. His heart was failing while he could not get any treatment from anywhere else. Only Samuel Stuns was able to find a cure for him. His medicines are keeping him alive. That is why he had kept Stuns in captivity for the same medicines, because if he freed him, he might refuse to give Ross the medicines. Ross also says that he wants to stay alive so that his daughter Ross sees him and understands that he has changed now. Here they were talking when they got the news that two of their jets had attacked Japan, that too without any permission. Now Sam and Torres go to stop them because if the war starts from here, the Third World War will start soon. By now, Japanese jets had also arrived in response, so Sam and Torres now both together try to stop the attacks of both the countries. Meanwhile, the Japanese president was not listening to Ross, and then Ross also got a call from Samuel Stuns. He says that Ross should bring out his anger. He has to bring out his truth. He should show Japan that he can end everything with his anger. He can win this war very easily. Ross just has to bring out the monster inside him, then outside. While stopping a missile, Torres got injured, and seeing this, Sam quickly stopped the last remaining jet as well. These action scenes were the best scenes of the entire movie, and finally Sam stopped the war between Japan and America. Ross also calms down after hearing the news of the jet stopping inside. While Torres is quickly taken to the hospital, her condition was very critical. Now when Sam was looking at him from outside, Bucky Barnes comes to meet him. Sam tells him how Steve Rogers had handled 2 alien invasions, but I'm not able to handle even these small fights, since he himself became Captain America. There is a lot of pressure on him because he became Captain America despite being black. Maybe Steve Rogers should not have chosen him. Now Bucky Barnes explains to him that Steve did not choose you because you are powerful. Rather, he chose you because you are giving your best despite being a common man. And Sam gets relieved after hearing this. On the other hand, Sam's military friend had come to know that the medicines he was taking daily were full of gamma radiation. However, before he could tell anything about this to Sam, Samuel Stuns kills him, while Ross finally gets a call from his daughter today. Rose calls her over and says, "Let's go for a walk in the Cherry Blossom Park someday like we did before." Today he also had a press conference, so Ross was very happy that his daughter started talking to him again. On the other hand, Stuns came in front of Sam. He says that, "How did you spoil everything in the Indian Ocean?" But today he will show the world the reality of President Ross. That how big a monster he is deliberately getting himself caught so that he can bring Ross's reality in front of everyone. And then in the press conference, the media people get an article sent by Stuns, There, the call recording of Stunts and Ross started playing on all the speakers, listening to which Ross starts getting angry. He now turns into Red Hulk in front of the entire press, whose medicine Samuel Stunts was giving him in private. Now, as soon as Ross sees himself in the mirror, he starts getting angry. Seeing him going out of control, the security also fires at him, but it has no effect on him. Red Hulk starts creating havoc everywhere. By now, Sam had also reached here, and he himself tried to stop Ross. Both of them first fight on the roof of the White House. Then Sam remembers how Ross liked cherry blossom flowers, so Sam starts following him and taking him away from here so that both of them can reach the cherry blossom garden, and he calms down there. On the way, Red Hulk was destroying everything, and they finally came to the cherry blossom garden and started fighting with each other. Red Hulk's strength was much more than Sam's. Sam attacks him with all his strength, but all his attacks are not able to harm Red Hulk. Red Hulk was continuously punching Sam, due to which Sam's vibranium suit got filled with kinetic energy, but when he was about to attack Ross, Ross broke one of his wings. Sam does one last blast with the full energy of the remaining wing. However, Red Hulk was not harmed even by this. So now Sam starts calming him down by talking to him. He says that, "Ross, I know you were trying to change yourself from within, so you have to calm down now and show this thing to the whole world." He has to show his daughter that he has changed for her, and now in the end, Red Hulk flies nearby. Seeing Blossom, he starts remembering his daughter, due to which he finally calms down, and the soldiers catch him. Now finally Asa was also freed. Sam goes to meet her, and Asa thanks him for whatever he had done for her. After this, Sam goes to the world's safest prison, the Raft, where Ross was imprisoned. Actually, Thaddeus Ross, accepting all his mistakes, left the post of president and came to jail. Now Sam gives him the good news that the deal regarding adamantium has also been finalized between Japan and the USA. Sam was proud of Ross that he put himself behind for his country, and after that his daughter Betty Ross also comes to meet Ross, for whom he had become a hero again, while on the other hand, Taurus also regains consciousness, which means that now everything is fine. Finally, in the post-credit scene, Sam Wilson goes to the Raft to meet Samuel Stunts again, and Samuel Stunts tells him in gestures that, apart from this universe, there are other universes and further. To escape from these dangers, Sam will have to fight the hero from the other Earth. This was the hint of Doomsday and Secret Verse, which will be released in the year 2026. I hope you like this story. If you liked the video, then like it and also subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video, but until then, bye-bye.